If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I called The Industry. And that pretty much explains, you know what I'm saying, what it's like.
Yeah, you never been.
And watch this, Bun. I'm gonna say this too. That out there think this cool, but it ain't cool. Me and this man ain't never been naked in no room together with no.
Joe to see a Puffy on they been at my house. They all see me. They all know I'm a big nigga.
Yeah.
Pulling no orgy type, doing none of that out there be doing, thinking you doing some flash. You in a room naked with some other some broad and at your ass, and it's that gay, and you need to get on some other. Me and this man got nothing but respect for each other. We ain't never pulling no train. We ain't no freaks. We some family men. We getting this paper. You know what I'm talking about? And I had to put that out there, boy, because a lot of doing a lot of fugazi shit, man.
This rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper.
Anything done in the dark gonna come to the light. I ain't gotta expose them, because they exposing themselves every day and every night.
And Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the. When Ja said, you don't wanna come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You gotta use your mind. What they was doing with the gloves.
I know who let them models stick them dildos in them, and I know who did what, where, when, and why.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label. Now you're back rapping again. Okay.
Every day, new allegations surface regarding Jay-Z, and there's speculation that he may soon face consequences similar to those experienced by Diddy. This seems like the perfect time to revisit how two industry heavyweights, DMX and Pimp C, attempted to sound the alarm about Jay-Z years ago. It appears that anyone who has dared to expose the truth has either ended up dead or been dismissed as crazy. The question of Jay-Z's involvement in shady business practices and potential connections to the deaths of other rappers continues to resurface. DMX, who had a long-standing feud with Jay-Z, frequently criticized him, particularly noting the industry's shift following Jay's ascension to president of Def Jam. DMX observed that artists began to struggle or worse when they refused to conform to Jay's expectations. After DMX's death from a suspected overdose, Jay-Z's collaborator, Liar Cohen, made disrespectful remarks at DMX's funeral, leading fans to question Jay's true feelings toward him. Additionally, Pimp C's death in 2007 remains shrouded in suspicion. Many believe it was not as natural as reported. Before his passing, Pimp C warned others about the darker aspects of the industry and specifically about Jay-Z, suggesting that those in power were manipulating situations to silence dissent. Fans speculate that both DMX and Pimp C may have known more about Jay-Z than the public realizes, and that they were trying to shed light on the true workings of the industry. The lingering question remains, how does Jay-Z continue to thrive amid such turmoil?
A lot of the love I had for wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry.
The rabbit hole surrounding Diddy continues to deepen and become messier by the day, but he isn't the only one facing scrutiny. His longtime friend Jay-Z is also under fire. What's particularly wild is that this isn't a new development. Word on the street suggests that DMX and Pimp C were among the first to recognize and call out the shady practices of both Diddy and Jay-Z within the industry. Unfortunately, they didn't live long enough to reveal the entire story, raising questions about whether DMX and Pimp C paid the ultimate price for their insight and attempts to speak out. Recently resurfaced interviews with DMX on social media reveal his comments about how Diddy grapes his artists. Some fans interpret DMX's use of the term as a metaphor for Diddy's shortcomings in terms of compensating and crediting his artists appropriately. However, others are convinced that DMX was speaking literally, suggesting a much darker interpretation of the dynamics at play in the music industry.
Well, you know, Locks got signed by that. Even though I bought the Locks to our riders, you know, they got signed. They were a safer group. You know, Puff signed them. And it was a blessing and a curse because they were sure they were happy about getting signed first, and they were on the Benjamins and the shit was going. But then he made them jiggy and put them in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took all that publishing and Like, damn. I'm glad I didn't, you know, like, you keep that. And we went to, like, soon as they got signed, D was like, yo, if you like the locks, like, X is like big dog, like, those are the pups, like, you luck.
In another interview, DMX recounted how Diddy initially rejected him for a deal at Bad Boy. However, once Diddy learned about the lucrative offer from Def Jam, he quickly changed his tune, practically begging DMX to sign with him instead. What makes this situation even more intriguing is the rumor that DMX wasn't impressed with Diddy's energy. He had heard whispers of shady dealings occurring behind the scenes at Bad Boy, which raised his suspicions and made him hesitant to align himself with the label.
Maybe 3 weeks after I got signed to Def Jam. He was like, yo, I'll lace your pockets. I'll double what they gave you and lace your pockets. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Now, let's delve into the ongoing drama between DMX and Jay-Z, which simmered beneath the surface for years before X's untimely passing. Although Jay-Z publicly expressed respect for DMX after his death, there has always been an underlying sentiment in the streets that X never fully trusted him. Following DMX's passing, Jay-Z appeared on LeBron James' show, The Shop, where he discussed their rivalry, portraying it as one rooted in mutual respect. He depicted DMX as an incredibly competitive individual, downplaying their conflicts and laughing off the notion of a serious feud. However, many fans remain skeptical, believing there was more to their relationship than Jay-Z let on.
Building me because I boycotted the fam. So there was a competitive thing, but it was big love. He was so competitive with me. I never met a human being more competitive with me, like ever, not even my big brother.
However, Jay conveniently omitted some crucial details. According to DMX himself, it was Jay who resorted to dirty tactics back in 2004 when he took over as president of Def Jam. During that time, DMX had been a cornerstone of the label, releasing 5 consecutive #1 albums between 1998 and 2003, effectively carrying the label on his shoulders. But once Jay assumed the president's role, DMX claimed that's when their relationship soured. DMX alleged that Jay-Z sought to undermine him, attempting to sabotage the release of DMX's 6th album, Year of the Dog Again, to prevent it from receiving the same love and support as his earlier projects. Fans of DMX have long speculated that Jay viewed X as competition and actively worked to hinder his rise in the game.
What happened was, you know, like I said, I had the crazy track record of Def Jam, everything was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album, and, you know,
Jay-Z became president.
Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates is running the building, like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened? Vacation and, you know, we don't know. What you mean you don't know? How do you listen to a whole album, pick a single, shoot a video, then don't know?
According to DMX, the drama began when Jay-Z changed his plans regarding retirement from the rap game. Although Jay had initially hinted at stepping away, he ultimately decided he wasn't ready to hang up the mic just yet. To facilitate his comeback, he felt the need to eliminate any competition, which meant sidelining anyone who posed a threat to his dominance. DMX believed this shift in Jay-Z's strategy was a driving force behind the tensions between them. By trying to clear the field of competitors, Jay aimed to secure his position at the top, leading to the fallout that marked their relationship.
I mean, we go back many years, man.
It's been a few years since I've been here. But it's just like I seen him. It's just like I seen you like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man.
Nothing ever changes, man. That's why I like with real people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
When you with real people, you ain't gotta worry about changing. You ain't gotta worry about acting funny next time you see him or no extra. It's always gonna be the same thing every time you see me.
What I respect about you is you keep your passion, man. You keep your emotion, you know?
Well, I mean, at this stage in the game, that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's gonna get me where I need to be. You know how I feel about it. And I feel strongly about this, man. I ain't gonna let a mother take it from me.
This was the pivotal moment when DMX recognized that Jay-Z was willing to step on anyone to safeguard his own interests, prompting X to leave Def Jam for good. However, DMX's trust issues with Jay-Z ran much deeper, rooted in Jay's connections with some questionable figures in the industry. Unlike Jay, who seemed to thrive within that system, DMX was unafraid to expose the darker side of the industry and consistently criticized how label heads and executives controlled artists. While many artists compromised their integrity, DMX steadfastly refused to bend or sell out, staying true to his principles even as he faced significant challenges.
Man, the game is... if you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I called The Industry. And that pretty much explains, you know what I'm saying, what about the industry. Man, it's not the same. The industry, it's not a game. The industry, real trying to get in the industry just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that, but I'm going to dress like this and talk with the gap. The industry.
You can see a reflection of DMX's attitude in his track The Industry, where he raps, "If you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down, it's just a matter of time." He vividly describes the industry as filled with vultures who have nothing to feast on, highlighting the predatory nature of the music business. In another verse, DMX expresses his disdain for how the industry pressures new artists to sell their souls, declaring, "The industry don't give a F about you, but it couldn't make a dime without you." This sentiment underscores his belief that the system exploits artists while failing to recognize their true value.
One of the biggest artists you ever had had a real bad DMX.
I'm so sad. DMX, our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
What I'm saying, that's hypocritical though. You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring his name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of money.
Come on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't. So, I don't know what to tell you. I won't be complicit.
DMX isn't the only one who has accused Jay-Z of manipulating the industry and throwing his friends and business partners under the bus to advance his own career. A prominent example is the fallout between Jay and Dame Dash, co-founder of Rockefeller Records. Dame has been vocal about his belief that Jay betrayed him as Jay began to associate with some questionable figures in the music industry, including Liar Cohen. Allegedly, Cohen played a significant role in creating a rift between Dame and Jay. Liar Cohen has faced numerous accusations over the years, including locking artists into exploitative 360 deals and being labeled a culture vulture. Dame Dash publicly criticized him for employing divide-and-conquer tactics, suggesting that Cohen's influence exacerbated the tensions between him and Jay-Z, further complicating their already fraught relationship. This divide-and-conquer approach reportedly pits black artists and moguls against each other. Rumor has it that Liar Cohen suggested to Jay-Z the idea of interfering with DMX's 6th album. However, things took a bizarre turn in 2018 when Lear appeared on The Breakfast Club. During the interview, he expressed his sadness over the substance crisis and DMX's struggles. When Charlemagne pressed him about why he continued to sign artists that promote such a lifestyle, Lear merely shrugged it off, stating, "That's just how the business works." This response raised eyebrows, highlighting the industry's complicity in perpetuating harmful narratives while feigning concern for the artists involved.
So the race against time was that we all know X is a gremlin and reckless and looking for a wall to crash into. X, if you listen to X, if you see X, his death is no surprise. If you listen to and you watched who and what X was.
The situation became even more outrageous after DMX's passing. Liar Cohen crossed a line with some disrespectful comments made during X's funeral. The send-off for DMX took place in Brooklyn on April 25th, 2021, and while Lear was expected to attend, share your opinions in the comments and don't forget to check out the next video.